Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's Weekly Live. Thank you for coming to the Weekly Live for Relationship Communications. Welcome to the Weekly Live. I'm Lisa DeToffel. I'm your host. If you are joining me live, please do say hello and let me know where you're coming in from. If you are watching this later, please do use hashtag replay to let me know that you're watching it later. I'm thrilled you're here with me, and for those of you that are joining for the first time, I want you to know that I'm the founder of Relationship Communications. It's my online community where I work with established and aspiring entrepreneurs. And today I'm going to be your host for the Relationship Communications Weekly Live. And this is my weekly live stream that I do every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So I do hope you'll put that on your calendars and make plans to join me every Friday morning. And today we're going to talk about lead magnets, also known as freebies, and how you can use them to grow your business. But I do want to let you know a few other details about the live show. It is my goal that I share tactical and practical information to help you get where you want to be faster than you can get on your own. I've been an entrepreneur for over 6 years and I've made many mistakes, and I'm here to tell you I can help you move through them more quickly by sharing what I have learned through my experiences. So again, let me know if you're joining me live, say hello and let me know where you're coming in from. We are streaming on various different places. So if you are watching us on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can be notified every time that we go live. Again, today we are talking about lead magnets, but before we jump into our topic, I want to introduce myself. So back in 2017, when I was a preschool teacher, I dreamed of working from home, but I had been through 2 messy divorces and been a single mom twice, and it just didn't seem possible. I was the breadwinner, of the household, and was scared to take that chance to do anything and go out on my own. I met my current husband, Jeff, in 2012, and we got married later in 2016, and that's when I could see the possibility of maybe my dream coming true. However, it was not an easy task by any means. There was a lot of preparations for it, for sure. With Jeff's support, I started a training program to learn how to be a virtual assistant in 2018, and they also showed us how to start our own business. So by the end of the program, I had a couple of clients, and I have continued to grow my business, and now the Tiger Eye Solution team as well, which I built in 2021. I currently have 12 team members on the Tiger Eye Solution team, including myself. Business is growing, so my team is also growing. We love what we do. We love working with our clients and helping them move their business forward as well. So my life looks a whole lot different today than it did back then. This is my husband, Jeff, our children, Caleb, Matthew, and Alyssa, and of course, our grandbabies, JP, Hattie, and Anakin's the newest one that was born in June of this year. So let's dive in. I have a lot to share about a lead magnet. So first, I want to talk about what a lead magnet is. A lead magnet is something you offer your audience in exchange for their email address. Okay. Often, how this works, there is an opt-in page, a place where people put their email and name in exchange to get a guide, a checklist, or something like that. So I would love to hear who has a freebie. If you already have a freebie or a lead magnet on your website or, that you offer, please let me know. Comment and say, yes, I have. Let me know what that lead magnet is. It could be various different things. On my website, I have 3 lead magnets, actually. One of them is my email newsletter that I send out on a regular basis. And the other 2, there's a networking checklist on there that you can sign up and get. And then there's also a lead generation ebook on there as well. So I have 3 different lead magnets on my website. You don't have to have 3. You can only have 1, whatever your preference is. But having a lead magnet is very beneficial for sure. But I didn't have one for a long time because I wasn't really a part of the online world in the very beginning of my business. My first lead magnet was my newsletter. That was the first one I put there. So it wasn't until I started writing and sending a newsletter that I actually had a lead magnet. Because I can't put a lead magnet on there to sign up for my newsletter if I'm not actually creating one and sending it out, right? So let's talk about freebies. Again, put it in the chat and let me know who's here, who's live, and if you actually have a lead magnet and what that is. But here is the process of how it works. So part of this is going to make you happy, and part of this is going to make you not so happy. I'm pretty certain. But this is how it works. So you create a lead magnet, and like I said, it could be a guide, it could be an ebook, it could be a checklist, whatever that is. Then the next step is you create a standalone opt-in page where people can sign up, and then you create a page that they get after that saying thank you, of course, for signing up to get whatever your freebie is. Then what happens is you create a regular scheduled original content. The point isn't to just get them on your email list. You need to interact with them with that list as well on a regular basis. Otherwise, the whole point will be lost, right? The whole idea is to start building a relationship with them, okay? Then what happens is you can share it on social media. You can put the word out in a lot of different ways. And then you can engage with your audience. So if you send the lead magnet out via email, you can follow up with them. And what did you think about the lead magnet? How do you feel about your lead magnet that you have? And if you don't have one, are you considering creating one? You put them on your email newsletter list, right? And I want you to be explicit, about that, because you want to send that out on a regular basis for sure, to keep yourself top of mind, to keep engaging with them on a regular basis, okay? If you post something on social media, keep an eye on it. In other words, if people are responding or making comments on whatever it is that you've posted, you definitely want to keep an eye on that and make sure you're engaging, make a comment back or answer their question, or whatever the case may be. That is actually you having a conversation with them. Yes, it's on social media. It might not be face-to-face, but you're still starting and having a conversation with that person, okay? Because that's the whole point, is to get their email address, but it really has to be the relationship is what you're going after, right? So that you know what you do, so they know what you do, and you start building that relationship, and they may actually start referring people to you after they learn about you and more about what it is that you do. Then again, create regular scheduled original content. This is at the core of making this whole thing work. This is about if you sign up for someone's lead magnet and you get it, you never hear from them again sometimes. That's happened to me before. Yes, they have a great lead magnet or a great freebie, and I might sign up for it because I think it may be useful for me and my business. Sign up for it, I get it, I don't never hear from them again. But you start to think, is it actually worth it? They may not, even 4 months go by, you haven't heard from them, or they don't even remember you, right? So that's why creating content is key. Creating content on a regular basis is key, and sending it out to where they're actually going to get it. They may or may not read it all. That's okay. But still, that is getting you in front of them consistently. And that's what you want. is to make sure you're getting in front of them consistently. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Create the lead magnet and create a way for people to see it. Then create the content, post on social media, engage with your audience. That's the key. And then repeat. Okay. Now you may be wondering, is this worth my time? And is it worth the value? For me, it was really, I'm always looking for reasons that I can stay in touch with someone, right? Providing value to them without begging them, right? So that's the core of what I'm trying to do in order to have a steady stream of clients. So I have found that creating a lead magnet was worth my time beyond being able to give it away, because what I found is that anytime I write something, anytime I force myself to think about it, it makes me more articulate. It makes me more confident, and it helps me to speak about my work because I've already thought about it, right? I've thought about the steps. I've thought about what words to use or how few words to use, right? To describe what I'm talking about, whether it's a checklist, an ebook, whatever it is. I have put a lot of thought into that and a lot of time into that to actually create it in order to be able to offer it, right? To put it on my website and offer it to others. And that takes practice. So beyond having the lead magnet itself, going through the exercise of thinking it through, and the content is very important. Whatever content it is that you create, whether it's a checklist or an ebook or whatever kind of freebie you create, it takes you time to create that, and a lot of thought goes into that, right? And you have to go through certain steps, etc., to get it created. So here's some tips on how to decide what is a successful lead magnet for you. First, the first thing you need to know is what your audience wants and what they need from you. So think about that. Think about what your clients and customers ask you on a regular basis. Okay. And think about, what would help them if they had like a checklist to use, right? You want them to be blown away, like they can't believe you're giving it away for free. The information, whatever information is on your checklist or in your ebook, whatever it is, they are over the moon because you're giving away this information for free. Okay. In order for it to work, you really don't want to be stingy with your material. And a lot of people are afraid to give away their best stuff. Don't be scared to do that. Just don't. And some people may do this because they think, why would anyone work with me if I'm telling them how to do it? Kind of makes sense. The question does make sense. But what happens is when someone shows me their expertise, I don't think most of the time, oh, great, she told me how to do it. If I'm looking for help, I think, oh, great, I trust her and she can do it. She knows how to do it. She's clearly has thought this through and can help me. Right? So I've always given away tons and tons of information, and I do not believe it's ever stopped someone who is going to work with me from working with me on any level. Because once they realize she can do XYZ, then they're going to hire me to do XYZ for them, because that takes it off their plate. They don't have to do it, right? They can move on and do something different. It's as simple as that. If you have any questions about anything I shared today, please do put your questions in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer those for you. If you're not part of the Relationship Communications Facebook community, I invite you to come join us. We're very active in there. There's almost 600 members in the group. So there's a lot of people to interact with, network with, have coffee chats with, and so much more, right? So come join us over there in the Relationship Communications Facebook group. I also want to bring to your attention that I will be doing the Networking Method Launchpad again in January. I will be posting about that in the group about it later today. If you'd like to go ahead and sign up early, you can do so. It is a free 3-day event that will be happening in January. So if you would like to be part of the Networking Method Launchpad, which is taking place in January, you'll have the opportunity to sign up for that. So go ahead and join us in Relationship Communications, and then sign up for the Launchpad coming in January. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you again soon.